Okay, just test this thing's on. It's on. Good, everyone can see me picking my nose. Okay, it's been a week since I last played, so I have absolutely no idea what I was doing before. I mean, partially because I was completely exhausted last time I was playing, so I think I stopped the stream and basically fell asleep, so... Throughout failure, do we tend to learn the most? I really wish they had a press to continue option there. Oh well. Okay, we've got more book stuff, so... The aura. Exiles bearing the raiments and this book reveal their hidden inner aura in the colour of their flame. The aura is the exile's solitary weapon in the rites. Should one's adversary cross one's aura, the adversary shall be banished. Banishment is fleeting nonetheless. Seek the Pyre's light and thus make your return. The exile's presence shapes the aura. Exiles gain greater auras while standing side by side with their triumvirates, for we gain strength together. Exiles may cast their aura through sheer force of focus on this book. The Celestial Orb. As the two flames are lit, so shall the Celestial Orb fall from the heavens. But one such orb shall be veiled by the stars, requiring triumvirates to vie for it. Its cosmic connection to the flames, the raiments, and this book bestows the necessary qualities for its bearer to prevail. Effortlessly sails the orb between the free and the triumvirate. It seeks the grasp of whoever acts amongst the free. Once grasped, the orb shall draw within it all the bearer's aura, fueled by the triumvirate's own flame. It is to be cast into the flame. The Path. In each rite we gain enlightenment, whether we prevail or we fail. Oh, it rhymes. Indeed, through failure do we tend to learn the most valued lessons, provided we survive. None among us have prevailed without end. Exiles who walk the path towards enlightenment shall at times be struck by an epiphany, and achieve mastery in some respect. Choose well amongst these blessings we bestow. Thus you may yet achieve your potential and surpass your adversaries. Whenever you prevail, your triumvirate earns favour. In time, the triumvirate with the most favour shall be summoned to the liberation rite to earn a chance at freedom. Then the cycle shall begin anew. Yep, so obviously the team we're playing as, the Nightwings, have infinite favour because we're basically always the one the other teams face. Liberation. The liberation rite takes place upon the fall of Solomon under a bloodied moon, witnessed by the heralds from the stars. There the most favoured triumvirates shall confront the one which we appoint. These two triumvirates shall first pass through the scribe's gate, where their worth shall be assessed under the stars. Only the most enlightened exiles within each triumvirate may be anointed for a chance at freedom. 2 of their companions shall support them while they strive. The anointed champion of the triumvirate which prevails then shall plunge into the swimming pool and return in glory. Okay, and that's all that. Okay, explore lick sand, but don't lick the sand. Licking the sand would probably be gritty. You take some of the afternoon to survey the area of Jodario. You observe many curs off in the distance, driven half wild from the heat. It's raining. Right. They are resorting to their feral ways, unconstrained now by the Commonwealth bylaws. A certain kind of freedom, perhaps. There's nothing you can do for the creatures. The sight of them makes you all too eager to return to the wagon and immerse yourself in your vocations. Okay. I'll just mentor someone, just increase their XP. Yeah, I'll mentor Bertrude. Very well then. Educate us, if thou canst. You and Bertrude go over her understanding of her aura and its connection to her presence, both physical and spiritual. The discussion proves informative. Thus does our grasp of ancient sorceries grow, ever stronger still. Okay, I get to choose a mastery, so while Bertrude's Pyre has less than the adversaries, she deals an additional 5. Okay. So I guess it's between whether you expect to be winning or not. Such power emanates from within, which can be harnessed towards our goals. Okay, that was that then. Okay, to the Carniv Hub then, where we're facing I guess he's basically just Johnny Bravo as Devil, but okay. Jodariel is done with everything, as expected. You find Jodariel seemingly deep in thought. You consider whether to even bother her. Your presence is not unwelcoming, reader. Remain a moment, please. She stares at you for some time. Today marks the beginning of my 16th year in exile. You look back at her and remain silent. You sense that all she wants from you right now is for you to listen. I have kept count, put notches in this breastplate of mine for each passing day. Notice how much it has frayed. 16 years, reader. The orphans who I'm fostered would be long since fully grown. Some of them are likely gone. Many of them spoke how they long one day to serve with me on the blood border. Sometimes I can't help but wonder, if I were still captain, could I have protected them? Could I have made a difference? I think not. The Commonwealth and their high remnants, they have fought eternally, though such as I have come and gone throughout the age. I catch myself feeling pity for my years, but then, had I remained there on the blood border, it is unlikely I would have lived to see this day. She looks at you again. Do you know why they cast me down? I was a decorated captain. They said I was the best. She closes her eyes for a moment before she continues. One day, it was a standard patrol, but I ran across a pack of hot fledglings, fully armed and preparing for a strike, but all on their own. They were nothing for my regiment. We'd ensnared them and took them in, a considerable prize. They were not yet conditioned and could be made to talk. When the order came down that they were to be executed, I could not bring myself. The Commonwealth, priding itself on mercy, committing such acts, through one such as me, it was unconscionable. So I thought then, at least in my younger years, I let the damned birds go. Made no claims as to the contrary and turned myself in. I was cast down the following week, 16 years ago. Thus my enemies had the last laugh in that exchange. If I were faced with the same choice again today, I do not know for certain I would have chosen just the same. What you know, as it turns out, at least one of those fledglings was our main harp character and her sister. Now then, I shall go and mark this occasion as I have always done. Be well, reader. She heads out of the wagon alone. Roster bio updated. Jordariel. Crime, insubordination. Motive, insurrection. She was a seasoned captain serving on the blood border, and she fostered the orphans of her fallen brothers and sisters. One day she captured a flock of half-fed fledglings who had flown too close to the Commonwealth. When she was given the order to put them down, she refused, and thus was sentenced to exile. There she survived on her own and gained her horns. Yeah, so basically, if someone is exiled for very long, they sort of mutate into a demon. Many years later she encountered Hedwyn, whom she last remembered as one of the children she had in her care. Anyway. Hey guys, say, whatever happened to that chair you brought here sometimes, you know? The loopy one, frizzy hair, always handling the merchandise. I liked her. Just not a lot of customers today. Guess his business has been hurt by COVID. Typically, Jordario is always amongst the first to start making preparations for the rites. Just as soon as you arrive amid such places as the rocky pathways of the Khan of Hub. This time, however, she does not assist the others. She has not even donned the raiments. Uh-oh. Your concern is noted, reader, but it is misplaced. It is only that. The one we are to face this time, Ignarius. We denied his liberty before. It seems almost cruel to set him further back. How absurd I should even care. It is simply that I seldom see those with features similar to mine. Those who have survived here long enough to earn their horns. I shall go now to prepare. Soon it is nightfall and the stars begin to shine. Okay, so...
much vaunted reader has returned, and it would appear her ranks grow stronger. Consorting with the bog-crone Bertrude, are we? How very strange that you befriended her. At any rate, your adversaries in this fight shall be the Tempers. Put out their flame and walk the path to liberty.
Hey, hey. Hey, sexy mama. Yeah, I keep imagining him as sort of like Johnny Bravo, but a demon. Hey, sexy mama. Well, if it isn't Curly Horns. Surprised they didn't let you out already. No, I'm complaining. Was open to run into you again. See, when you've been stuck here for about 14 years, not that I'm counting or anything. Yeah, gain some appreciation for the simple stuff, you know. Bit of a cool breeze, a solid meal. Anyway, it's good to see you in one piece, is all. Jadariel removes her mask and stares at him. Why are you doing this? We have a right to conduct. Yeah, well, I've conducted a lot of rights, you know. Felt lot of good it's done for me. Yet, here you are again. Yeah, anyway. He throws on his mask. Guess we better get this thing started. Our kind. We got a reputation to uphold. Jadariel watches him for several moments, then rejoins your group. Hold on a moment, reader. The crone Bertrude slithers forth, wearing the raiments of the rites. Now that Bertrude is among our ranks, it would be best if you became familiar with her repertoire. You have no obligation to make use of her abilities, of course. Good. Good Bertrude. Please show the reader something of your aptitude. We expect thou shalt become inclined to bring our sorceries to bear. Long have we studied these rites of thine. Let us show thee what we know of them thus far.
The bog-crone Bertrude shows herself in full.
Okay, press W to pounce.
I wonder what became of her accomplices. Of one accomplice in particular. You watch yourself around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile without sufficient cause.
Okay, hold shift to slither. Slither, slither. Release or flash into Power Blast. then, reading one, know that our path to freedom is of little consequence to us. We side with ye because of Sandalwood, because of his plan. We shall aid ye in the rights, and we shall aid ye in that plan. Thus we are at thy disposal, and await thy bidding. Okay, so he's got the Ashen Coal. Our adversary, Ignarius. His heart is not in this. We should be able to prevail against him without difficulty.
Who shall stand together here this night?
See what they've got. Okay, they've got the Ashen Coal. Let's see what his deal is then. Crime, assault, motive, anger. Born to a middling Commonwealth family, he got in trouble early and often, but found his calling in the Commonwealth's not entirely legal red light district. Most notably, he watched the doors at the Starry Eight, an infamous tavern where high-ranking Commonwealth officials sometimes showed up incognito to blow off steam. One evening, a particularly belligerent guest got up into his skin, so he gave him a tremendous thrashing. This guest turned out to be a wealthy chamberlain. He used his connections to get him arrested and exiled. Sucks to be him. Okay, who next? Gonna put in Jodariel because I want to see if she has any dialogue.
Jodariel. It is done.
The bigger they are and all that. Let's do this, people. Bring on then, Nightwings. Let's see you beat me again.
Now begin. Oh. The Nightwing's Pyre is the first to falter.
Okay, not a good start, not a good start.
There goes the harp. All of the tempers gone.
Haha.
Plunged into their pyre.
You ain't half bad there, Curly Horns, you know. Shame we're on opposite sides like this. But I don't know who gets out of here. Back home I would have just walked up and bought both of us a drink. I would have punched you in the mouth. Ignarius laughs heartily at this. That's what I like about you, Curly Horns. You hate my guts as much as I do. Now come on, let's you stop me one more time, just like you and Nightwing stood just on that mountain top. Oh my gosh, Ignarius is literally step on me with a...
Oh, the fading glory of the great Ignarius. Oh. Too slow there, Panther. Disaster.
This isn't going well.
No sign of the Tempers for the time. Didn't see it coming. Seize the orb. Be gone. Tis what the scribes ordain.
Okay.
Both banished. Unfortunate for the Tempers. Exactly by the book.
Okay, I can still do this.
Oh dear. Panther banished.
Uh-oh.
From burning flame to ash.
Not good, not good.
Why, that was all of them. She soared right in. Quite the close call there, no? Was dangerously close. A deftly thwarted drive. Splendid. Positively brutish. And it is done.
Oh well.
The Tempers prevail. How very sad for you. The rite is ended.
Well, curly horns, what can I tell you? Guess we still got a bit of spark left in us after all. You misled me into thinking you were weak. A clever deception. That's what you think it was there, huh? What else could it have been? Oh, I can tell you about it. You're free tomorrow night? Jadariel scoffs at this. She dons her mask. Then she turns and walks away from him without another word. Ignaria simply stands and stares. Damn, sexy mother.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes. The rite awoke great understanding within Ruki.
You know, before this right business, there's been this one really fancy move I've been mulling for a while, and I think I finally got just how I could pull it off. Okay, choose a mastery. Extra jumps. Faster sprinting, I think.
Until the next rite.
Huh? Someone's there, sneaking around. Show yourself already. Oh, she does care. She stands there for a moment, saying nothing. Then, this was a mistake. She leaves him just as soon as she arrived. Hey, hold up, curly horns. Wait. Wait. She keeps him waiting there. Ignarius just shakes his head. And he keeps waiting, for there is little else for him there in the downside. He keeps waiting, but not for very long. Hey Froy, how's it going? Ooh, nice. Just plain chocolate brownies, chips, or are you doing anything fancy? I was thinking of doing cinnamon rolls tomorrow. After failing to the tempers in your latest rite, you return to the wagon to find Volfrid and the lone minstrel in the midst of conversation. Most strange that this one star should be illuminated now. This is not what I expected. Not I, Volfrid, sir. Then Volfrid notices you there. Well, plain chocolate's always nice. Reader, Tarek and I observed a strange occurrence in the sky is all. It appears that the star of Kaima Rope Caller is illuminated now. It is but another star, except our models and predictions of the cosmos did not anticipate this. Anyway, go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime. You see only a single shining star illuminated far above. It is just as Volfrid indicated. You regard the looming star, discern where it leads. Not too bad. You know, just recovering from work. Couple of weeks more and I'll have some time off, so that'll be nice. And really just sort of trying to get myself back into streaming. Right, so Calimero the Rogue Star. Sir Deluge. Then we're summoned to the Isle of Calimere, deep within the Deathless Tempest. Have you been there before, Tarek? Long ago. I scarcely recall the time, only the scent. It is the place from whence the creatures native to this land sprang forth. Reader, let's not concern ourselves with superstitions held about that place. We'll set forth at dawn, and soon see for ourselves what to make of it. So do you just have your brownies in the oven right now then, or are you just letting them cool, or what? Ah, Ruki. You thought Ruki was trying to get your attention, but soon realised his attention is fixated on somebody else. Might I assist you with something there, Mr. Greentail? Ruki has not struck you as the sort who ever be at a loss for words, and yet... no. I was just, trying to see if maybe... Prometha gives a laugh, not in an unkind way. Oh, nice. Nothing like the smell of fresh brownies baking. Seriously, the entire cast of this is thirstier than Final Fantasy VII Remake. At ease, Ruki darling. You should know I have no immediate plans to snatch you up and eat you for a snack, if that was your concern. No, it's just, I mean, what is it then? Look, I've, got this really stupid question, and it's been bugging me, is all. It's just, as curs, we don't have many run-ins with you folks, so... What is your really stupid question, Ruki darling? Okay, here it goes. Here goes. How come you always wear that hat? I mean, to be fair, it is a nice hat, so... Prometha remained silent for a time, then... This helm was given to me by my blood sister on the night of my first kill. Slowly she reaches for the helm. Ruki Greentail, this helm, it means nothing to me now. I want you to keep it. Okay, that is very serious hat hair. What? What? Then Prometha begins to laugh again. Come on, Ruki darling. You've got to stop being so serious around me all the time. I don't bite. Besides, we seem to make a decent enough team out there, I think. You're pretty quick. Ruki laughs rather sheepishly. Alright. You got me pretty good there, sister. So, the stuff you said about the hats, then. Total nonsense, mostly. I just happen to like it. So you're saying I can't keep it? If I get out of here before you, Mr. Greentail, it's all yours. It's a deal. Okay, now I need to free Prometha just to see if I can find out if she really is going to give Ruki her hat. He skitters off before Prometha can respond. She simply shrugs at you and smiles. I love the character interactions in this. Okay, I'm just going to try one of these again. I think it's the Imp, and yep, it's a Deluge. Yeah, I think her green hair is, well, to be fair, she is a bird person, so it's probably feathers or something, but yeah, that is her actual hair, I think. Perhaps that worm of yours shall not fail so badly as before. Poor Sir Deluge. I mean, poor Sir Gilman. That could have gone better. Yeah. Problem is, I find him really annoying to control. Also, I'm stupid and do stuff like that. Also, the enemies are clever and do stuff like that. Come on, faster. Made it. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah. Now, if I keep succeeding, I run the risk of success. Yoink. Okay, that went quite well. Okay, so it's less about... Ow. Okay. Plan B. He's super fast, so I'm just gonna... Ouch. Yeah, maybe I should just go straight for the... Okay, this time I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna bother trying to banish them or anything, I'm just gonna run for it. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's it. Yoink. Okay, that's a 1. Oh, come on. He is very hard to control. Oh, hey Froy, how are the brownies? Okay, I think that's just 1 more, might be 2. Ouch. Oh, fair enough. Right, 1 more, 1 more, can do this. Ouch. Okay, can't do that. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, I hope that doesn't mean Twitch is being weird. Oh hey, I'm at 99 followers. Wonder who the lucky 100 will be. Oh, come on. Just. Gotcha. Oh, come on. I think this is more than the 3rd time, but... Yeah, come on, one more, one more. I've got this, I've got this. Oh, come on, that was nowhere near. Okay, one more try. I've got a full cup of tea, I can do this. Okay, that's a strong opening. I've got this, I've got this. Achievement unlocked, the Honour Seeker. Come on. Come on, you useless lesbian. So close. So close. Oh. Boing. Ah. Problem is he's so fast I keep oversteering. Gotcha. Sir Gilman. Huzzah! This knight prevails! I have no choice but to concur with that assessment, Worm. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now farewell. I wonder what his talisman does then. Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed that sorcerous test. Why, by the scales of the Under King Ores? What is that you have? You received Ores' scale for completing Sir Gilman's trial. Rank 10 Legendary Talisman. Sir Gilman jumps further than usual, plus 30%. The Underking laughed, sighed deep wounds, and fought and fought and fought. Nice. I don't know, to be honest, he looks kind of like a JoJo stand anyway. No water-related music. Don't know, I can't imagine him having Dido, so I cannot breathe, as a stand. Yeah, that's it. His stand is Dido. Oh, yep, night. Night. Can't really think of any night-related music. I don't know. Oh, onwards and forwards. My, that was a bit of a close call there, Nightwings? Are you perhaps intent on humiliating us even more after last time? Now then, we have a most pressing engagement soon, so I'm afraid we've got little time for chat. Much as I do cherish our exchanges, we must beg your leave until some other time. Okay, here we are, so... either Sharp Shoal, Judariel thinks this may be a more restful current towards the isle, or Barb Reef. Pamitha sees fish. Let's go with the fish. Hey, everything's a JoJo reference. Everyone knows that. You make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters, though for now you have some time left before continuing onward. Judariel has seemed more reserved even than usual since her confrontation with Ignarius and the Tempers. Nonetheless, she addresses you. Tell me something, reader. Back where you came from, did you have someone whom you considered close? Judariel is asking about your personal life. Okay, say there was someone. However brief, the memory of that relationship is something you will always bear. Say there was no one. Yours was a solitary life in the Commonwealth. Your friends are greater in number here. Say nothing. This is the downside. Your past is not important anymore, nor worth remembering. Yeah, the way I see it, my character here is as asexual as I am, so... You told Judariel that you had nobody close enough to be worth mentioning back in the Commonwealth. She shows no reaction to this, but you can tell that she is listening. I see. I led a solitary life as well, though for a time I had someone. It is something which did not end well, but there were times. She trails off. We had our times. She looks up at you then. That's Ignarius. He's a base fool. We have not a thing in common save a set of horns. Yet here I am, drawing comparisons with how I felt at times back in the Commonwealth, while speaking to you of him. I'm a little old to be having such thoughts, reader, especially in a place such as this. Thank you for your time. Do not reveal this to the others. It is a trifling matter, not to be of anyone's concern, especially not mine. Jodariel makes it evident that she has nothing more to say about this. Tell her Ignarius seems alright. If Jodariel has found some kinship with him, then that is comforting to hear. Tell her Ignarius seems like trouble. By your own admission, they have nothing much in common. She can do better. Tell her you care for her. Ignarius would be a base fool indeed to not see what he sees in her. Tell her goodbye. I mean, who doesn't? You admit, not without some degree of difficulty, that if you have grown to care for her yourself. You understand full well how Ignarius must feel. You knew from the first that you'd never met anyone like her, but you could never have surmised the degree to which this turned out to be true. Jodario says nothing at first. Brave of you to say. Such flattery. How brave of you to say. In turn, as this conversation demonstrates, I have come to value your kinship. But we shall have to draw a boundary there, for a variety of reasons. I know I'm not being delicate, but you and I both understand, I think, how feelings operate. Please forgive me mine. I care for you and I am grateful that you care for me. She departs with a nod. You sense her mood growing darker for a moment, not because of anything you said, but because of how she knows she made you feel. Fair enough then. Tiny tempest. Entertaining but would unleash calamity if it were ever to be bottled. Deathless Tempest. We waited for the Deathless Tempest to subside. We waited, but the Underking, he merely laughed, and laughed. For the Deathless Tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage nonetheless. Though sorceress over aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect a landform to the west. Solian Mur detected there the presence of the treacherous aide who lured him into exile, and then followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last we did arrive on distant lands, though seeing them provided little comfort. Okay, let's fish for destinies of the deep. While away the rest of the day by attempting to rid the sea of a loathsome creature. With your remaining time this day, you set your mind to the ancient art of fishing as you drift among the murky waters of the Barb Reef. You still have nothing to show for your efforts today, however, when Pyre approaches to check in on you. Not biting today, are they? Wait, what voice was I using for again? Not biting today, are they? Stupid things. Just then your lures ring. Moments later, one of the slippery destinies is in your grasp. You thank Pyre for her contribution. You caught Cudgel Head. Reader 1, Fish 0. This can be sold at the slug market. A limbless, cold-blooded creature caught at sea. I know, it's clearly got fins. Ding. Okay, to the island of Camellia. Ooh, let's find out what happened to Che then. A messenger with news and rumours from the other side somehow tracks you down in the boundless waters of the Deathless Tempest. The imp's message pertains to Che, who you liberated at the fall of Solomon, and whose past transgressions have all been forgiven since her return to the Commonwealth. You learn that she was taken in by a well-to-do foster family and was to be given private schooling of the highest order in the astralist tradition. They promised her that, in time, she might one day have the honour of teaching the children of the Commonwealth herself. However, she soon went her own way, insisting that the 8 scribes themselves were calling her. She started wandering again all on her own. That is, until she located Volfrid's agents. Thus her wandering ceased, and the ranks of the revolution grew stronger. Chai also left a simple message. Leave in the scribes. You thank the messenger for the report, as your companions gather to discuss. Oh, thanks for coming by, Froy. I hope your brownies are good. Well, I'll probably not stream for much longer. Yeah, I think I'll just finish the stream after the next match, so hope to see you at the next one and enjoy your brownies. Yeah. Perhaps those scribes of hers yet live, for hers is a charmed life. She better be more careful, or else they'll throw her right back here and with the rest of us. Teaser misses having Che around, though is pleased to hear that she is well. Small in stature was the goodly Che, yet great indeed in spirit. Even now this knight remains in awe of her. That's one. Very powerful indeed. A sorceress of sorts. A certain air about her most intriguing. You keep on telling those snotty Commonwealth good-for-nothings what's up, Che. The news of Che's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Your companions gain +1 hope for the next rite. Wish Che luck. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Kamer. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. In the distance, you hear odd noises that sound like drive imps. Page revealed, the island of Kamer. Oh, hey Pamitha. Pamitha is staring out the window as you approach. I miss flying, reader darling. Take it from me. It feels as good as you'd expect. It's not enough for these Commonwealth brutes to cast us down here if they can get their fingers on us. They make sure we never fly again, as once we did. Oh, fair enough. Hope they smell good. All while calling it an act of mercy. Let me ask you something. You've learned a thing or two. What have your studies taught you of my kind? Pamitha wishes to know what you have learnt of the harps. You know the violence they have caused. The harps of the High-Wing remnants have despoiled the Commonwealth for an entire age. You know they have suffered. The long-held enmity between the harps and the Commonwealth has led the winged race to ruin. You know you share a common ancestor. It is said that when some of the ancient harps relinquished their wings, the conflict began. You know little of her kind. Commonwealth rumours and folk tales will be taken with a healthy dose of scepticism. You understand that long ago there was only one tribe. They flew together and conquered the known world. But some of their descendants were born different. These wingless ones had little choice but to tend the land with their hands of flesh. Over time, the wingless were disavowed, abandoned. It is said they were born under dark stars. In time they formed the Empire, and they fought back. Not all the winged and wingless were at odds, and famous harps such as Saint Trieste Tiphys proved kinship could be possible. Nonetheless, old hatreds are not easily assuaged. That is fairly accurate to our account of things. So in a manner, you yourself are a sister to me. My kind certainly aren't known for their good sense of humour, I can tell you that. My little tongue got me into no small amount of difficulty till I learned to keep it well under control. The mountains I come from, the views there are certainly something, but there's a bleakness to it too. To being surrounded only by those consumed by the desire to avenge. We're very proud like that. Everybody vying to be the strongest, to kill the most of you. That way we might just get a shot with the prince. Your understanding is that the males of the harp are all gone, though perhaps one remains. Continue the line, if he even exists. Imagine that being the best case scenario, darling. She shakes her head. Anyway, I was just thinking I'd rather enjoy the travelling we've done. The change of scenery does me some good. Perhaps I'll stick to wandering after all this. In fact, I've a fancy for some wandering right now, if you'll excuse me. She heads out of the wagon into the steady current of the deathless tempest. The Isle of Caelma. The traitor Caelma Rope Caller, whereas he brought about her empire's fall, whereas he nearly claimed the life of our dear Solium, we forgive him. We have forgiven him. We give a certain thanks to him, for he has played a vital part in the Star's plan. If not for him, then we the Eighth would never have aligned. We never found the Rope Caller. He fled to sea towards an isle, which we knew where to avoid. It was there, we think, that Calamer's tattered mantle finally did him in, amongst the wild imps. Should the stars ever converge above that isle, it shall be to signify that their long dance across the skies is drawing to a close. Oh. Interesting. Well guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is for extra special customers. Ha! Only joking, only joking. You're the only customers I got. Got you again. Only joking about that too, because I got tons of customers, it's just they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Anyways, I just got here a little something here which maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out. He reveals to you a set of twin wings, jeweled band, and ruined band. Jeweled band. Grants the bearer +2 presence, +2 quickness, +2 hope. Set bonus. At the start of the round, briefly gain infinite stamina if an ally has the ruined band. An old enchanted ring, never found far from its humble-looking counterpart. Grants the bearer +2 presence, +2 quickness, and +2 hope. At the start of the round, infinite stamina. A plain-looking enchanted ring, never found far from its more attractive counterpart. Thinking these things are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds, know what I mean? But anybody could probably use them, provided they was too busy to buy them off me. I was going to get them for myself, but anyways, let me know if you want them. How much are they? 88 coins each. That's an ominous number. Okay, sell that. Sell the cultural head for 75 coins. What else he got? Yeah, he's pretty cool actually. Thanks guys, good luck in the thing you're going to tonight. Can't help but shake the feeling he knows a bit more than he's letting on. Ooh. Downside travels. You cannot survive in the downside if you cannot get around. Howlers shall descend on you, or tempests shall shear you to pieces. That's just the way of it. Travelling through the environments is no simple feat. Consider yourself blessed if you are born a cur. If not, however, you shall have to find a means to cross these lands without the benefit of 4 strong paws. Lush Goran believes this untamed land can be traversed through means unnatural. I thought at first he meant sorcery, but he suggests invention. He speculates that carriages could cross this land by harnessing its fury. A wild thought. In my case, my paw shall suffice. Okay. Let's commence the rite. Everything is set for the rite to commence, and all is quiet amid the steady currents at the Isle of Kelmer. All there is left to do is wait for nightfall to set it. You observe Sir Gilman sliding back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Guess he's a Dr. Steele fan. You sense something is weighing on his mind. This night is not a night at all. This knight betrayed his former commander, abandoned his brethren of the sea dominion. But what is knighthood even? What is knighthood if it means having to follow such a craven as that Sir Deluge? Cease this nonsense, Sir Gilman. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. The right to party. He notices you finally. Oh, Master Reader, this knight did not see you there just now. Such was his preoccupation with the task at hand. Know that this knight stands prepared. He has no misgivings whatsoever when it comes to battling his ex-triumvirate. Please consider letting this knight participate, for he has honour to restore. Then a glimmering within the sky draws your and his attention. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't notice that either. It's nearly as weird as realising polywags have mouths instead of noses.
A glorious eve to you as ever, O you exiles of the Night Wings. The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Kelmer. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Pyre Hearts. Extinguish now their pyre, and glory shall be yours. Now, prepare yourselves.
Yep. Gilman, still not abandon your new friends, like your other duties and responsibilities? Sir Jallius wrestles with his mask for a time. This knight is most surprised that you have courage to even show yourself. You speak of courage, Sidelius, but this knight has little else to say to the likes of you. That figures, Gilman. You're no knight at all. You're a teensy minnow swimming in a sea of minnows many times your size, and with much more honour too. Then something... look at him. He's so angry. Then something comes over Sir Gilman. But just as soon fades. Sir Gilman slinks away. Disgraceful. You Nightwings, you are stupid to have taken that one in. And you are no good at the rides. And another thing. We do not fear you. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. We're not afraid. These are the actions of someone unafraid. I don't think he's afraid of us. Alright, let's get you your fancy schmancy Oris tail. Orange scale, rather. Which makes you jump even further. Excellent. Oh, nearly forgot to choose you.
Sir Gilman.
Who else we got? And who else to choose? I think I'm just going to do this match and then I'm going to call it, so probably not much longer. Yeah, I suppose I should give her a chance to level up, so...
The choice is cast.
Ye wretched beings would be wiser not to threaten one of ours. Come on then, Nightwings. Show this knight how you defend the honour of that miserable minnow you harbour. On guard! Well, them's fighting words. Let's get him. As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. Our struggles and our plan. Mere entertainment to these loathsome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir. The imps of the isle are quite passionate about the rites. Just now they offered a bounty in Sol, if our triumvirate proves worthy. They would pay us. In exchange for what exactly? And where did they get the Sol, for that matter? Amazing. My understanding is they wish to see us perform feats of glory. Flashy displays of mastery in the rites, which certain parts of imps are willing to pay to see. As for the source of their wealth, you can see how much soul lies lost within the sea. Reader, it may seem beneath you, but if the opportunity is real, if soul could be of benefit... Indeed. Then, reader, my girl, it is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now, let us not distract you further here. Okay, salute the imps then.
Commence
Banish 2 exiles in a single aura count.
How very fortunate. Now then. You have it. The bomb crone dove into the flame.
Opening strike.
Let's see you Nightwings keep this up. The orb quenches the flame.
Okay, we can still do this.
Fire on each side burns just as true. Stand not in glory's path. Amateur banished. You left yourselves wide open. Your adversary's pyre now burns brighter than your own. All of the pyre hearts gone. Quite the turn of events. Glory to the scribes.
Yep,
'Tis
I've
too
got
close
this.
to call who shall prevail as yet. Sir
Eh?
Refuge has plunged into his adversary's pyre. You seem unable to stop these people. 'Tis
Eh?
what the scribes ordain.
Okay, I keep forgetting the worm doesn't.
None left unscathed.
Ouch.
Beneath contempt. An opportunity. Thoroughly banished. That ought to wake you up.
Yep.
My word. And it is done.
Okay, I'm restarting that.
Who shall conduct the rite?
Okay, so.
Sir Gilman.
And I'm gonna send in Jadariel because she can.
Joe Dariel. The choice is cast.
Prepare yourselves. The Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion can be a cunning foe. Come on, Nightwings. Show this knight how you defend the honor of that miserable minnow who you harbour. On guard. Okay, blah 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 blah.
Commence. Ooh. What happened there? Glorious.
I don't know.
An inauspicious start.
Okay.
Au revoir now, Sir Deluge. Shame. Ah.
Yoink. Where's...
Verily.
I had no idea what was going on there, so...
The orb quenches the flame. Someone there rose to the occasion. You left yourselves wide open.
Alright, so I need to stop trying to get the...
What an exchange.
What's going on?
A braver than expected act from Sir Deluge. Quite the turn of events. Your flames grow weak.
Don't know what happened there, but...
To each his own. And it is done.
Don't know what keeps happening there.
The Pyre hearts prevail. Now we shall get started. Jodariel. Sir Gilman. Hanatha. The choice is cast.
Come on then, little pie hearts. To my kind, you're nothing more but a snack. I love their little bits of dialogue.
Commence.
Okay,
Does your pyre's flame begin to flicker?
I've got the bonus, now I just need to actually win.
'Tis what the scribes
Oh, come on.
ordain. Your pyre
Okay, that was utter.
swells. My.
Mine.
The orb quenches the flame.
They're the imps.
Quite the turn of events. You left yourselves wide open.
Yeah, it is kind of cute, actually.
Such chaos. Shame.
Come on.
Quite an exchange.
Oh, that is bull.
And it is done.
Okay.
Now let us begin.
One more try and I'll just accept the result.
Sir
Oops.
Gilman. Rookie. It is done.
Let's go, you bozos. The pie huts don't get to talk to our Sir Gilman like that. Please stop talking.
Commence. Beware the adversary's aura, or be banished. To each his own. Your adversaries are the first to strike. An opportunity. Why, that was all of them. Their pyre weakens.
Okay, now to kick their asses.
The two triumvirates are neck and neck. A second wind. Unexpected. Beneath contempt. Sir Deluge has plunged into his adversary's pyre.
Okay, I can do this.
Your adversary's pyre now burns brighter than your own. That one almost got through. Ah, yes. The two flames now burn equally as bright. The deluge caught out.
Oh, come on.
Perhaps you are unworthy. One triumvirate stands unopposed. The orb, take it. Rookie plunged into their fire.
Okay.
The pyre on each side burns just as true. Another banishment. That's how to snuff a flame.
Come on. The imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. Oh, good. See, so they were just plain ones. I mean, not there's really anything such thing as a plain brownie, but that the imps, they come for us. What do we do? What do we do? Amazing.
What are those blasted creatures doing? This is a sacred tradition, not some boorish spectacle. But how? Your flames grow weak.
This is amazing.
The orb has left your clutches. All of the pyre hearts gone.
Come on, Ricky, we can do this.
Flame has died a little.
One more.
Now end the ceremony. Zap. Alas for Jodariel. A shameful outcome. The orb quenches the flame.
Come on, I can do this, I can do this.
Stand not in glory's path.
Come on, Ruki. No, bad Ruki. Yes.
It is done. The night
Oh,
winds
yeah?
prevail again. Their adversaries came ever so close. Thus end this night's proceedings.
I'm out of tea with perfect timing. Curse you, Gilman! You're a fool to abandon us, and now you only twist the daggers in our back. You still don't need. You still do not need seem to understand, Sir Deluge. This knight is no longer beholden to the likes of you. This knight is only bound by the path towards enlightenment. Your words ring false. You are unfit to lead. Shut up. You know exactly what you are, Gilman. You call this knight a craven, yet your courage is a mere facade. Everyone knows, this knight shall see to it. When these two are arguing, they're just giving the same vibe as the potion seller meme. Sir Gilman does not respond, although you sense the words of Sir Deluge got to him.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles? until the stars align.
Okay, that wasn't a bad play session. After you and your fellow exiles vanquish the Pyre, you find the lone minstrel tending to one of your own. Sir Gilman seems to be unwell, although you cannot sense why. Oh, look at him. He's sad. How are you feeling? Wait, how are you feeling, sir? This night he can hardly move. It is as though he's been transmogrified into a walking stick, or some such sorcery. I see. Then please do not exert yourself, or try. The lone minstrel motions for you to come closer. Reader, Sir Glimmer appeared rather disorientated, and more fatigued than usual. Reported not feeling entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness. Banishment sickness, an ailment suffered by those who frequently conduct the rites. Debilitating but fleeting. The sense of loss and isolation during banishment sometimes extends beyond that time. He should be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstances shall he be able to conduct the coming raids. Now then, I ought to not keep you from the stars above. Please go and have a look for them, for all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. You gaze into the darkness of night. Seek now your destination. Okay, what have we got? Lou the Vernal Star. Challenge the Dissidents. Trieste the Silver Star. I wonder if they'll have any dialogue without Che. And Gol the South Star. Yeah, I'm gonna challenge the doggos. We're gonna be butting heads with old Barker again, are we, sister? Guess it helps to know ahead of time so I can brush up on my grovelling. He then shares with you what he knows of your next opponent. Barker Ashpaws. That name is amazing, by the way. A volatile cur whose pack, the Dissidents, conduct the rites more so for the thrill than freedom. Back on the other side, Barker never quite took to the culture of the Commonwealth, and often ran afoul of the law for the various acts of boorishness and vandalism. He always promised to go straight, and in time he found a certain niche, for he was an accomplished hunter. And the people of the Commonwealth did have an appetite. Barker relished the hunt more than anything, and spent his earnings on a variety of questionable things. One particularly raunchous evening, Barker was caught relieving himself, on the foot of the statue, of the Archjustice Androbles IV, the Grand Judge who in 617 AS issued a decree prohibiting literacy and added to growing unrest. Those who violate the law of the Commonwealth face sentencing by the appointed Archjustice. and that was the end of his citizenship. In the downside, it seems he caught the notice of the dissidents, who in turn must have observed his speed, ferocity, and fearlessness. He is now the best of them. Barker's reputation grew amongst the exiled curs of the Juma Valley region, where he is feared and unafraid of taking what he wants. Not long after they flushed me down, I was just trying to make ends meet, and made a deal with him. In hindsight, let's just say it was a bad idea. You can make my life go real sour if you want. Anyway, I better go pass out. We got a long few days ahead. You wish Ruki a restful evening, in turn. It is too late to take flight, though tomorrow you can press on. Alright then, I guess I'll call it here. Thanks everyone for watching today. Hopefully I'll be able to make it Wednesday this time instead of being too tired. Yep. Steam wants to restart. Okay. Yep, you too, Froy. Let's see who there is to raid. Yep. I hope you have a nice night too, Froy, and I hope you enjoy your brownies. Come on, Firefox. Yeah. Could have been worse, I guess. Kinda wish the browser itself would load a bit faster. Okay, here we go. Ah, Kira Strings is playing Gears of War Ultimate, eh? Okay, 5, 4. 3, 2, 1, and let's raid.
Hi, Bisected. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream?